Hello everyone, I'm back. This is The Consuming Shadow. My name is Dragonfire002, aka Dragonfire, aka Dragon, aka AJ, aka Percy, aka Percival Von Dragon. And this is The Consuming Shadow, as you may know. Between this episode and the last one, all I did was return to the car and they gave me £26. But we'll read this little line here as we get out. I cough politely to get the attention of the two figures tightly embracing each other near my car. Without daring to disconnect from each other, they offer copious thanks and £21 for my trouble. I consider turning it down, but pragmatism wins out. Alright. Well, now we've got a solid amount of money. We've entered Gorton. Deliver that note. The message is received by a flustered man dressed not to suit blah blah blah. We already read this. The town is calm and peaceful, but oblivious of the shadow. My heart feels pain and heavy as I am confronted by what we stand to lose if I fail in my mission. Do we really need to visit the hospital? I wouldn't dare to say. After an hour, I found, some armor-piercing bullets and that. We're going to set our destination. Jesus, we're going to have to go through a town we already know exists. I know almsing is not in a good way. Here, we'll head to Kidton, because I don't know if we checked Kidton. We didn't check Kidton for supplies, I don't think. Hard to recall exactly which town you've stopped in. I don't think Kidton was it. Serious injuries are not schoolyard bullies. They do not go away if you ignore them. I need you fighting fit against the shadow. We're gonna enter the town. Find supplies. Increased loot. Sure. We got a nice little kit. There's a guy in Castlemarsh asking for someone to bring him a locksmith's kit. Not sure what it's about. Don't expect a warm welcome there if you let this slide. Well, quite frankly, I don't have a locksmith's kit. So we're gonna go to Almsing first. Because we know that town is bad. It's not in a good way right now. 40 hours left. 39 hours left. I come heart-stoppingly close to running over a person sprawled out in the middle of the street. They are clearly alive, judging by the way they shake and gibber violently. They see either a fresh possession by the shadow or someone on the throes of comparatively ordinary illness. Let's try to help them. I rush over to do what I can, restraining him from hurting himself and making calm reassurances until the seizure passes. As I'd thought, the stranger is quite human. I offer him a ride to the hospital, but he shakes me off, wobblingly leaving the scene. He seems embarrassed by his moment of vulnerability. I shrug. I don't have time to worry about every single person I meet. Okay, we've made it to Almsing. I feel a crackling in the depths of my inner ears, and the backs of my palms are itching. This can only mean one thing. Magic. It must have leaked through in great amounts from the outlying realms. Words. This town must be home to a rift, one of the tears in the fabric of the universe. Words. One of the tears. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna try that all over again. This town must be home to a rift, one of the tears in the fabric of our universe, through which bleeds the dark influence of realms beyond. Fortunately, what can be opened by the same coercive energies can be closed. Investigate further. Isolating the rough location of the rift was the easy part. Just isolate the strands of magical energy, the appearances of otherworldly creatures, then triangulate the point they are all moving away from. A simple set of divinations leads me to an unassuming brick building, part of an ancient terrace of condemned houses, which I opened the door to enter. The blast of escaping magical energy almost froze me off my feet. Time to go and find a dimensional rift and seal it with the incantation. So once we find the rift, we should be able to figure out the incantation for the smaller rift. There's a corpse here, another victim of the shadow. Their bodies seem to have been ripped open in several places, and the wounds repeatedly violated in unspeakable ways. Item. Many cultures have quaint associations with colors. To the ancient Polynesians, red was regarded as the color of love. It was supposed to be the color you see at the very moment of orgasm. Yes. I, too, always see the color red at the moment of orgasm. That means red is lust, and we have the other two gods figured out, so. Easy to deduce. I'm gonna go this way, and. Screw you, I don't even want to try. And yeah, we got our bullets back. Lucky me. The carving dates back to at least 6000 BC and depicts Ganinx paying blessings and tribute to a figure labeled the God of Madness. Its value as an antique is unfortunately meager. Ganinx is an ally of the God of Madness. Well, from what we know, the gods that hate each other, I believe we know that one of these two is... So I think this is Ganinx, but I'm not sure. Ha! I have been a prisoner to the cult of Ganinx for some weeks. There's some other god they're trying to appease. They keep chanting Kiz, please send help. Ganinx is allied with the KZ, so I was right. I believe we know which one is not the invading god. EU is not the invading god, we know that for sure. Another victim of the shadows. Something must have torn their bowels and lower torso apart in a state of animalistic frenzy. I'm assuming this is a madness one, because if I remember right, the ones in lust, they're just like, they got tired. Haha, I get wrecked. Ah, gravely wounded. That just means when I'm traveling from place to place, I'll slowly start to lose health. Help, I've been imprisoned by the cult of Ganinx. They locked me in a filthy oblitzy. I can hear them cursing some enemy god chanting EU. I think they're killing people up there. Yeah, we know. Here it is. Okay, so the runes involved seem to be AGN and KZ. We got it. My recording device picked up the chanting of some kind of mantra intended to ward off evil. It was hard to make out, but the second part definitely sounded like AGN. Again, there's something of importance left to do. There's nothing of importance left to do in this place. The longer I stay, the more time I lose. Yeah, I've investigated all the places, so I guess just walk out of here now. Ah, I won't get out that easily. I should have figured that much. Took a bit of damage on the way out, but turn to the car now. With the doors closed, the endless ringing buzz has been replaced by the deathly quiet of a deserted ghost town. Still, ghosts are preferable to what resided here when I first arrived. I hurry back to the car. Alright, well, let's heal ourselves up to full, but as we go from town to town, we're going to take damage unless we can heal this. That's why I'm going to head straight to Oldworth. Not just to heal my damage, but also look for a locksmith's kit. Actually, ideally... No, we're just going to have to trade there. I think locksmith kit is a higher priority than healing the wounding. Kind of deal with the wounding a bit more, but easier. I'll use the of supplies. Enter the town. It only costs... Yeah, it costs 10, I believe, to remove that, and that's just too much. Visit the hospital, treat bleeding. Remember, you're stronger than you think. A lesser being person would be dead or raving in a padded cell by now. Oh, thank you. That is much needed. Words of encouragement. Hobblebury. Let's go there. I really want to find a locksmith's kit to help that guy out, but I don't think I will manage it. Unfortunately. Here we are. But this is a place. The town is suffering under an infestation of small scuttling creatures, too large to be rats, not to mention too aggressive and too organized. It is clear that this is only the beginning of something terrible. I feel that it won't be long before these creatures grow larger and bolder, or someone gets more monstrous infection from scratch. Let's root out the problem. Root out the nest before it reaches that point. The local council have already to mount a hunt for the origin creatures, finding that they looked everywhere, but building haunted. We already read this. Find and destroy a nest. Well, sounds easy enough. Just go through the dungeon until we find where the nest is. Killing creatures along the way. Like this one. One of the easiest creatures to pistol whip in the game. There's a dented old cash box here containing around 8 pounds and change. Awesome. And there's some kind of survivalist cache here. 4 hollow point bullets. That'd be great if I wasn't stocked full of them. That's a corpse. Another victim in the shadow. Their body was so horribly diseased that a violent bursting of swelling and boils appeared to have proved fatal. Ouch. I recovered 4 armor-piercing bullets, which seem to have been held as keepsake or trophy. I'm stocked full of these things, Jesus. Another corpse. There's a corpse here. They're scarcely recognizable as human. Their body is little more than a mass of oozing deformity. Ugh. Alright. I found a set of keys. This should make exploration easier. That guy's coming my way. They're kind of easy to dodge by comparison, and then you just pistol whip them into oblivion. I did take damage on that encounter, mind you, but still. They get stun locked pretty easily. Day 12. The chieftain's son has contracted a hideous disease that coats him in boils. The wise man's remedy is to chant a word that sounds like Balara. Apparently, this name of a spirit related to illness. Balara is the god of disease. We know everything about Balara now, and we just need to figure out which one of these two is the invader. Correct. There's a dented little cash box here containing around 6 pounds and change. Awesome. Ideally, I'd find a locksmith's kit, though. Nothing in this room. Wait a minute. No, I need to go down. And down again. I found an ancient 9mm pistol with 3 usable bullets in the clip. Ah, I've been ambushed. Jesus. The creature broke a bone in my left. Jesus. What kind of... Someone was not drinking their milk in the morning. Oh, no. Alright. Let's open this up. Easy enough. I recovered a small fountain full of 4 standard 9mm rounds, as if I needed those. Ginninx doesn't appear to be able to physically survive in our universe. The threat it poses to us is very real, but thankfully indirect. Ginninx is not the invading god, so not invader. So we know that whichever god is KZ is the invader. This is the invaded ally. Alright. Well, we don't know what god this is, but we know that about it. If we check our spellbook, you know, AG and KZ, one of those is almost always the invader god symbol. Otherwise, why would you need to know the invading god? And the other two, whoop. And that's all I know for now. Alright. So you really only have one more symbol to find. Oh. Done with this. Pile of useful implements. I found a small tool that could function as a lockpick. Ah, yes. No magic wand has been made to make the town happy. Oh well, we've done all we could. Set a destination for Lawholm. I'm actually kind of hoping for a good town now that has a locksmith's kit for sale. I haven't upon a small country church where a number of locals have taken shelter. When the indistinct words drifting up from the entrance door, it sounds like some kind of sermon is taking place. No, our sanity is doing just fine, really. Made it to Lawholm, and it's a bad town. Fun. The town is unnaturally peaceful. The streets are completely deserted. The shops are open, but each one is unattended. I see numerous lighted windows, but each of them only allows a view of a completely vacant ruin. Clothing and bedding scattered messily as if it moved aside hastily. All is silent here, with not even a single bird's twittering to punctuate the eerie stillness. I feel like I am waiting for it all to shatter, and for the shadow to burst from every crack and manhole like a flash flood. A few letters and diaries I found indicate that whatever it was, it started at the docks. People started going there and not coming back until none were left. Only one of the warehouses still seems to be in operation, and that I can clearly hear movement from within. If I were still a naive man, I might wonder if there will be survivors to rescue. As it stands, I can hope only to discern something useful from the remains. Okay, for missing townsfolk, or what remains of them. I don't have a lot of bullets, and my leg is injured, but I do have a lot of health. And despite my random spell chance, I have found 0 spells. Alright. Hello, good sir. Would you mind casting your spell, so I can take it out now? I see it. I cast it back. Ooh, 3 hits. For some reason, a perfectly functional lockpick has been left here. It has to be recovered later. I will take. Ooh, a diary page. That's right, just a single diary page has been stuck here. At least I'll have something to read when it's over. Damn it. We're not gonna have that incredible luck as we did before. I found an ancient 9mm bullet with 3 usable bullets on the clip. Awesome. I have something to shoot with. I forgot that's the kind of enemy you don't want to be next to. I found 4 fucking hollow points on the list. Don't mind if I do. Casey Ruin has been inscribed here and upside down. So this is a temple of probably Balara. Yep, it's Balara, all right. I must head back, up, and over. See what's going on. We go up. It's cultists. We wait for them to cast their spell. Gotcha. Like that. Thank you. More bullets. I found a set of keys. Awesome. There are quite a few locked doors in this place. More cultists. Come on, me. Come on. Let's see it. Let's see it. Once you learn about the spell thing, it's really just a matter of pressing the button and class stuff. Alright. Oh wait, that's a locked door. Oh, my sanity is getting a little too low for liking. See ya. That's a corpse. It's just a straight corpse. One of the missing townspeople. They're dead for sure. Doesn't bode well for the rest, but I have to keep looking. Guess they might not all be dead. One of them might be alive. That'd be different. Aha, I got out of its way, but it turns out it wasn't even real to begin with. Yes, don't waste your bullets on enemies that are easily defeated without needing that. Waste. Bam. It's not weird just swilighting on my wheelies. That's another survivor. One more left. Let's hope they're in a slightly better state than our previous 2 friends here. Bam. Found a very old ammunition box with 3 bullets remaining. Don't mind me just rolling on my wheelies again. Alright, back down. Back. Oh, that was an enemy. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize they were there. I'd already pressed the button. They're living and not tainted by the shadow. A hostage, a young woman in office attire, seems lost and fought, and only notices my presence after I free her. She nods shallowly, then makes her escape. Not enough for me here. I can probably leave you. I found a tool. I think she does a lockpick. Awesome. Return to the car at our pace. Awesome. Though I think you can imagine that it'll be a hastily brisk walk, as our leg is not in the best state. Now, if I remember something about this lady, she's going to give me a quest. Oh, I thought it was just a dream. But no, they can spawn invisibly sometimes. I forgot that. I forgot there sometimes those people they can be invisible. Forgot that, and I was like, oh, it's just fading out. It's just a dream. Nope, got puked on. Fun. Cultist, bring it on. Easy. A strange woman in office attire waiting for me at the door, wanting to know about my mission. She listened with disconcerting intensity before wordlessly reaching into a thick notebook, not unlike my own, and passing me a page of occult text. I thanked her. Thank you, Steam. Steve just booted me out of the game just to let me know that the friend network went offline. Cheers. Anyway, we're back. The strange woman in office attire waiting for me at the door. She gave me a page of occult text. I thanked her, at which point she suddenly went for a hug, during which she issued in my ear, come to Sexmouth and bring a pentagram necklace. Orient, part of the banishment mantra is to incant the rune of the creature you intend to banish, as the first syllable of the mantra. Note, be very certain that you have the right rune. You don't know me, but if you need to stock up on anything, Castle Church was still safe last time I checked. Yes, but not for much longer. I'm gonna go to Hubbleberry, because if I remember right, there was one for sale somewhere that I recall. Past Hubbleberry in Oldworth. We're gonna go there, get ourselves a pentagram necklace, and go talk to that person, because we've almost got the ritual, and they might know the last bit of it. Also, it's a character unlock, and I really need more characters. No, we don't need to go anywhere. We need to enter the town, find supplies, pentagram necklace. Hello. We're just gonna... I need to have it on, but I don't want to really... I don't want to take up that slot. That one, I think, would be best. Back to town, since we can visit the hospital and fix our broken leg. My leg! You're dreaming. Thank you for that. Our med thing's just gone. But now we can head to Saxmouth with our pentagram necklace, and all will be fine. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. As I was passing a seemingly functional hospital, the front doors burst open and a person in a surgical gown, injured very nastily, and trailed hysterics, run back to the car. I have shit to do, and I'm already at half health, and I'm not doing that. Nope. Enter the town. The runner rescued is here, and when I produce the pentagram necklace she requested, she nods and gestures towards the grand building she asked me to meet in front of. She explains that she was first kidnapped while investigating the building, and that she believes it to contain a rift that requires clothing. She believes that, with my assistance, we could succeed where she once failed. With that, she hurries inside, not waiting for me. I have little choice but to steady myself and follow. Find a dimensional rift and seal it with an incantation. I don't suspect why I needed a pentagram necklace. I guess it'll make the closing the rift easier. My sanity. But I digress. Got a pretty good spellcaster's loadout with 2 sanity reducing items. Basically reducing any sanity I lose now from now on to a 4th. Oh. First I have to cast just... There's a seal, only thing left to do is to close the rift itself. We're also going to wait for this guy. And respond to his casting by casting the rune back. 5 pounds, awesome. And also, this is a rune of red, and if we know of anything with red, it's a lust. Fun. Now I just have to find the actual seal. Been pretty lucky with that. Moving along. Let's stick on hollow points for now. In the language of the ancients, the syllable EU is also usually given as a name. Yeah, EU is a constant disease. Figured that one out. On our own. And we're just gonna keep moving, keep on running. Nice. Dusty jewelry, 8 pounds. Not bad. Let's just not even bother with that corpse. The animosity is rooted in the suffering reportedly endured by a worshipper of Balara while captured by the cult of Gnix. Gnix worshippers seem to tell the story the other way around. Balara is an enemy of Gnix. We knew that. That was a real illusion. I heard the words KZ EU again being chanted inside the tent, and that night the warrior who had been near death was hunting the boar of his fellows, but something had changed in his eyes. He had seen something on the other side, and his mind recoiled to even think of it. What spell did we learn? Restoration. Restoration is for, like, wounds. Nice try, buddy. There's some kind of survivalist cache here, containing 3 more hollow point bullets. Bullets. Yes. Bullets. As if I needed more of those. Either of them, really. No, nothing in here. Bloody shame. Oh, crap. Oh, this is the type if I get close enough, that's it. Okay. Go left. Someone left their keyring here. Awesome, but I haven't even found the locked door. God damn it. Alright, well, I know what to do if we're gravely wounded. With violent surge, my body regenerated, bones snapped back into line, and wounds were yanked closed. The experience was quite ghastly. I took only a minor hit on my sanity because the 2 magic or sanity protecting items I've got equipped. Thank goodness. Beaten. 4 unfired hollow point bullets. Jesus. Chizou was the name of a Cambodian trickster deity, known as the god of madness. Devotees were few and short-lived, as Chizou's purported nature could flit between hostile, benevolent, and indifferent with no warning or reason. Yep. That's the one thing we did not know. Chizou, god of madness. For some reason, a perfectly functional lockpick balloon left here, perhaps to be covered later. Got it. Alright, ready? Ready for this? Rift. Closed. Our guide leaned close to the chest and intoned the words Shmumbati, whereupon the lock sprang open with no apparent involvement of hand or tool. Also, now we can get the heck out of here. Escape! Oh no. I know I left an item behind, but I don't care. I've got plenty of items. Come on, cultist, come on. Oh crap, I didn't get it in time. Try me again. Haha. You've got nothing on me, boy. I met the strange woman at the building's exit after deftly dodging my question as to where she has been. She thanks me for my assistance, or rather, she simply states matter-of-factly that the rift is closed. I'm about to lose my temper when she pushes a handful of pages into my arms. A brief perusal reveals them to be covered in details on spellcasting, including an extensive list of simple incantations, which I copy into my own notebook. I look up in between scribblings to offer thanks, but she's already gone. I wonder if we will ever meet again. I feel quite buoyed by the clean air here. The people are friendly enough, but they may not have their time before they catch the Shadow's attention. We're gonna restock our medkit and then end the episode. I'll see you all next time. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Bye!